Hey everyone, RogueGold here. Welcome back to The Division 2. Today, I've got a complete guide for you for classified assignment number 3 for Year 8, titled Conspiracy Zone Hideout. This mission just released with Year 8 Season 2, and like we're doing with all 8 of the assignments coming this year, today I want to walk you through how to complete the mission itself, as well as find each hidden collectible and reward within. In case you missed them, I will link the 2 previous classified assignment guides that we've gotten so far this year in the description down below. Do keep in mind that these are paid content add-ons. This mission in particular can either be acquired via Year 8 Season 2's Season Pass bundle, or you can buy it individually from the store. And as per usual, while I will show you how to complete all of the puzzles here and collect everything in the mission, I won't include any collectible spoilers in case you wish to experience that on your own. We'll get straight to it. If you enjoyed this guide and you want to see more from me on The Division 2 moving forward, then be sure to subscribe. A major shout out and thank you to all of our channel members. Thank you so much for your continuous support of me, of the channel. I could not do what I do without all of your contributions. But without further ado, let's get to it. Now, like we've done for the past 2 assignments, I wanted to begin this by showing you the mission's 2 exclusive rewards so that you can better gauge whether or not this content may be worth you picking up. The first one here is a named UIC-15 Mod 2 rifle called the Claw, and it comes with perfect precision strike. Now, do keep in mind that like with the other exclusive, quote, named items from this year's assignments, the devs have said that these will eventually be made available through other gameplay sources. However, we currently have no timeline on that exclusivity period. In addition, you also get the MUFO backpack trophy as seen here, and as far as we know, this will remain fully exclusive to this mission and content. Alright, now to begin, we first need to locate the classified assignment. This one is going to be right on the border of the White House and Downtown West districts, as you can see right here on the map. From this big intersection, you're just going to want to turn around, approach this big revolving door, and the mission entrance is right here. Once inside, you're going to get a very long sequence of dialogue from Manny and the mission boss, Salt. That will then eventually guide you to the escape room here, but that ends up being locked. It'll then tell you to go to the laser tag room back downstairs, which is also locked. So, to get in, just to the right of the laser tag entry is this security room, and through the grates here, you can shoot the lock off the door. You're going to want to do that, go around, and inside the room, you'll find the keyboard here is interactable. This will then open up the laser tag hall. Once you enter in here, though, before you go too far, just to the right is another shootable lock, and if you shoot that, go inside, you want to interact with this generator. And if you follow the wire back out the door, this then opens a door on your left right in the next room where you will be able to collect our first comm. After this, you're going to want to follow mission objective to find yet another locked door. From here though, just turn around, go into this maintenance room and pull the electrical lever. This then finally lets you enter the laser tag arena where you're going to want to clear out all of the ads. After this, Salt then guides you to the back of the hall where the key you're after should be located, but there's another locked door. It's very much a recurring theme of this mission. So at this point, you're going to want to head back to the central arena, clear out all of the hyenas present, and then head upstairs to the arcade. There'll then be a few more enemies in here to clear out, but once they're gone, you'll then be prompted to search some of the arcade machines for the key. You'll find, however, that these are electrified. To shut that off, you're going to want to navigate to a room that is immediately to the right when you enter into the arcade. And in here, you'll not only find comm number 2 to collect, but also a panel on the back wall to interact with. This will then let you flip a switch just outside of the room to restore power. Search a couple of the arcade machines until you find the key, and then, with all of that done, you can now enter the bowling alley. In here, you're going to want to dispose of all present enemies as well as clear out the lab vats. The mission will then guide you towards the kitchen to re-enable the fire suppression system. When you come across this blocked door, just aim through and shoot the yellow box on the back wall to open it up. After that, you'll then need to backtrack through the room, shoot 4 different sprinkler valves while fighting off hyena reinforcements. This will then spawn in a boss. You're going to want to take care of him, and he will drop the key for the laser tag storage room. Before you head back there, though, take note of this locked door behind the rental counter. Up on the wall here is yet another yellow box. You're going to want to shoot that, and inside, you'll find comm number 3. After that, you can then make the long trek back to the laser tag arena, open the door, and collect the key inside. Now, after taking out a few more ads, you can finally head back up to the escape room, which again is upstairs from the main hall. In here, you're going to find a giant pyramid, and Salt will prompt you to solve the riddle. First, you need to restore power, so just off to the left of this pyramid is a maintenance room. Shocker, the control room inside is locked. While you're in here, though, you may notice a conduit panel with one missing, just like we would see at Turbine in Countdown, for example. To get the conduit, go back out to the pyramid, head upstairs, and you'll find that game room 4 is openable, and inside here, not only will you find comm number 4, but if you then continue through the boarded up wall, look through the hole in the wall here, you can shoot out the lock, and then you can enter this room to grab the conduit, return back downstairs, insert it, and the control room door is now openable. Just proceed up there, turn the power on, and now the fun begins. Back down at the pyramid, you'll see a 10-minute countdown has begun on the wall behind it. To be honest with you, I don't know if this actually makes you fail this encounter or not. I didn't get there, but don't sweat too much. You just need to figure out which of the 4 available symbols to project on each side of the pyramid are the correct ones, and then you can successfully press the solve button on this panel. But how do we do this? Well, there may be some element of randomization here. We saw that with the 2 previous classified assignments, but if you head upstairs along the back wall, you should find 3 different paintings with different symbols illuminated in purple below them. What you're looking for here is the expression of the gold-faced mask that the painting has. That corresponds to one of the 4 sides of the pyramid where there is a projection panel guarded by these gold masked statues. So, for example, if I find one of these pictures that has the smiley mask in it, you're going to want to look at what symbol is illuminated below that, then go to the projection panel that is guarded by the smiley faced statues, press that panel until that symbol is projected onto the pyramid, and then you're good for that one. The tough part here is that there are not 4 illuminated symbols. You're likely only going to find 3, but what you can do is do those 3 to their corresponding sides. Also, if you find one with no painting above it, that links to the statue with no mask on it. Once you do those 3, you can go down to the final projection panel. Likely, I think that's going to be the one that's right in front, and you just want to press that until the 4th symbol appears. There are only 4 symbols to rotate between on all of these panels, and you just want to ensure that there are no repeats on any side of the pyramid. So, if you've done that correctly, you can then go back to the main panel, hit solve, and the pyramid will then lift up to reveal a hidden passageway underneath. Go down there, hit the laptop for Manny. Also be sure to grab the claw machine token that is sitting there. Now, after this, the mission objective will read like it is over, but when you return to the main hall, there will be more NPCs, and this is where Salt finally spawns in. Take her down. Also be sure to grab the claw exclusive named item reward off of her body. Now it will say that you can leave the mission, but don't do it yet, as we still have not only the Echo to collect, but also the backpack trophy to find. So, as you may have noticed earlier, the Echo is just beyond this door in the security room where we went to open up the way to laser tag. You cannot open it, though. On the wall right next to it, it says locks busted, turn off screens. If you look up at the wall here, there are 4 different security feeds, and each one is showing you a different area in the mission where there's an electrical panel that you can repair, and interacting and repairing each one of those will then turn off the corresponding screen, in turn allowing us to enter the Echo room. So, panel number 1 is straight back from when you exit the security room in the gift shop. You'll first need to go over here and turn off this generator. This will then allow you to go back to the other end and repair the panel. Then, right back at the center of the main hall here, there's a panel attached to the pillar. However, at first it's not interactable. You're just going to want to back up, look up, and shoot the yellow box. You can then interact. Panel 3 is back in the bowling alley. It's actually in the same room where we grabbed comm number 3 from. It'll be just inside on your left. Finally, you're going to want to run back over to laser tag in the back hallway here, and you'll find the final panel is here. Once you have done all 4, you can return to the security room. The access panel should now be green, and you can enter in to claim the Echo. But, interestingly, this is the first classified assignment in this set not to have the backpack trophy within the same room as the Echo. So, how do we get it? Well, remember the claw machine token that we picked up under the pyramid? If you approach this claw machine, which is back in the main hall just beside the central pillar, it'll have a play prompt on it, and this actually triggers a cool animation where the claw goes down, grabs a prize, but then it drops it. As it turns out, you need to perform 2 additional attempts on this in order to get the trophy. Now, full credit on this part goes to Additional Beat over on Reddit. I have no idea who figured this part out or how. I certainly would not have on my own, but to get the first of these 2 additional tokens, you need to go back to the bowling alley and throw a grenade on the very leftmost lane. This will then spawn in a token back at the bowling ball receiver behind you. For the second token then, in the arcade, if you perform jumping jacks on the illuminated dance panel here, it will spawn in right in front of you. So, with those, you can then return to the claw machine and do your 2 additional plays. And on the final one, it will securely grab the trophy and drop it into the collection drawer for you to acquire. Well, there you have it, everybody. That is your full guide to Year 8 classified assignment number 3, Conspiracy Zone Hideout. Quite the doozy, this one. Lots of intricacy and puzzle mechanics here. I'll be honest, though, while I'm sure many will find this a bit tedious and tiresome, I did really enjoy the challenge. The previous assignment that we got at the Globe felt a bit underwhelming to me, both in environment and puzzle challenge. This one, though, made up for that in spades. I thought lots of head scratchers throughout, some really cool environments to explore. The presentation of the main puzzle pyramid was really neat. I thought really well done there to the team. The combat portions here were definitely quite light, though as a trade-off, so I suppose it depends on what you prefer to get out of these missions. But yeah, those are my quick thoughts. That's the guide. At this point, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. How do you think this ranks up compared to the other 2 assignments that we've had so far this year? What did you think of all the puzzles and secrets? Also, if you have any remaining questions after watching through all of this, certainly leave those down below, and I'll do my very best to clear things up. But that is just about everything that I've got for today, folks. Thank you all so much for coming by and watching, and until I see you next, RogueGold. Ow. Oh! We just got a Ravenous! Haha! I might not be friendly. Let's go.
Coming to the Division 2.
Let's go!
And